Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Been sitting back drinking a couple Jack and Coke, so I'm a little buzzed. I'm actually fucked up, but that's besides the point. I don't know if I'm going to post this video, but I had an epiphany. And that is, I want to show 10 albums. I think there's 11 here, so I don't know how to count. But I want to show around 10 albums that I absolutely fucking love, but never talked about on this channel. And I'm hoping it's a thread, and I invite many of you to pull out those CDs or records or cassettes that you absolutely love, but you just can't figure out how to fit in a video. This one is what this is basically about. I'm gonna slur my words a little bit, but that's part of this. A little bit about myself. I love every genre. I love everything. I love from classical to country to just 60s rock, 50s doo-wop. I like everything. Even classical. As you can tell in some of my bass videos, it's a lot of classical influence stuff, and that's because of my grandfather in Germany. I remember, I don't know where he was. I was very young, but we were somewhere, and he played me the very first classical piece was by Beethoven. It's called The Storm, or the Sixth Symphony, and I've loved that darkness and aggression, but beautiful at the same time. One of these days I'm going to show my classical collection. I never have. I need to, because I love classical music. My favorite artists or composers, I should say, probably Vivaldi is one of my favorites. Paganini, of course Beethoven, Mozart, Telemann, several others. But that's besides the point. I'm going off another a rabbit trail now. I'll probably circle back and go back to later. If anybody's interested, just comment below. But I decided to show, this is all metal stuff, or stuff from basically the 90s on up, but that I fucking love, and they just hold memories to me. And I think I'm gonna start off with these two. That's why I said there's more than just 10. I paired these two up together because I think this one was released first. This was released in '95. So let's talk about this one. So Ozzy, No More Tears. I seen Ozzy on this tour in Salt Lake City. They were with, he was with Slaughter and Ugly Kid Joe. And I believe Ugly Kid Joe had Ozzy come out there, and they called him his uncle. They called him their uncle, and they did a Black Sabbath cover. I do not remember which one it was. But what this album reminds me of is hanging out with my buddies back in '92. We was all seniors in high school. It was January. I originally bought this on cassette. I brought the cassette to my buddy's house. We smoked a couple of doobies, and there was an ice storm. I'll just say that. I'll get real quick through this. There was an ice storm going on. We decided to jump in the back of my buddy's pickup truck with baseball bats and drive around town hitting mailboxes with the baseball bats. And every time I hear this fucking album, I think of that night. Good times. And it's one of those albums that every time I pop this in, it takes me back in time. Every one of these songs, Mr. Tinker Train, love that song. My favorite track on this is, where is it? I cannot fucking see it. Maybe it's S-I-N, Sin. Desire is another good one. Time After Time. Road to Nowhere. It just brings back a lot of memories. And I really wanted to share this in some video, sometime. And this is a perfect moment. So No More Tears by Ozzy. And forgive me, I'm slurring my words a little bit, so that takes... And usually I take shots of whiskey, but I need to slow down a little bit. This one. Osmosis. So back in '95 when this was released, I was working 2 jobs. I was working a factory job during the day, and then when I got off about midnight, actually I worked day shift, but about midnight I worked at Burger King, which didn't pay all too much, but it was a little extra cash. And pretty much back then in 1995, I was probably working 20 hours a day. I'll just say that. And this is another album that when it was released, I remember I was working at Burger King. They had a microphone that you could call back orders, but what I did was I wrapped the microphone with a rubber band, stuck it to my boom box, and played it over the intercom. And played this album is one of them that I played, but this one is the one that sticks out the most during those times. Osmosis is a freaking gem to me. So many memories when this comes back. There was a girl I was dating named Andrea that I keep on thinking about when this played. Also, I was living with this other girl named Samantha that we eventually got married. But that reminds me of those times too. I was a Mac Daddy back then. So favorite tracks on this is Thunder Underground, Perry Mason. My Little Man reminds me of my stepson, Denial. There's so many good tracks on this. I know a lot of people don't really care for this album, but to me this just brings back a lot of memories, and I'll love it to the day I die. Osmosis by Ozzy, fucking banger. This one is another pairing, and then I'll be done with the pairings. Yngwie Malmsteen. Of course, I'm a huge classical guy. If you've seen my bass solos, you'll probably notice that. Yngwie Malmsteen, Malmsteen, I'll just put it Malmsteen, is a very huge inspiration. And these 2 albums are my favorite 2 albums to listen to when I smoke a doobie. I'll just be upfront, especially Perpetual Flame. Oh my God. The vocals on this are simply amazing. The guitar work, the production, everything about this album. Can't tell you a favorite song because every one of them is my favorites. But when this was released, I had to get it. I mean, I have every Malmsteen album. Most people don't know that because I don't talk about them enough. I just maybe show them Trilogy. But Perpetual Flame, I don't remember the year it was released, but it's my favorite album to get stoned to. I'll just say that. And this one, Attack, same thing. This one's a little bit more speed metal-y, thrashy. This one's a little bit more heavy metal, I guess, and speed metal, I guess. But Razor Eater is my favorite track. I love the vocals. Just seems like to float on air. Love it. And the rest of them I can't really see because my eyesight's getting blurry. But Yngwie Malmsteen, killer fucking shit. I don't know if this video is going well, but I only have 2 shits to give, so I'm probably gonna post it. Another one. I'm a huge King Diamond fan. This is Puppet Master. I think I have every album but Spider's Lullaby, and I think that's the only one I'm missing. But I don't think I've ever shown this one on this channel. Whenever I did the Merciful Fate ranking, I think it was. I showed some King Diamond stuff, but I didn't show my entire collection. Puppet Master is a badass motherfucker. I can't think when this was released, but I remember getting it the day it was released, this little digipack. It's a little bit banged up. It has a DVD. I've never watched this DVD, to be honest with you. But this is an album that really blew my mind when it was released. There's the artwork if you don't recognize this, in case you don't recognize that. I love this album. I believe that King Diamond's wife does some vocals on this as well. But what this reminds me of is Halloween. A Halloween party, actually. We was drinking a bunch of Jaeger bombs. I don't know if anybody knows what a Jaeger bomb is, but it's basically, fuck, what's that called? Jägermeister and Red Bull mixed, which is not a very good combination if you really think about it. It's got a suppressant and something that makes you hyped up at the same time. It's not good. But anyway, let's get back to this. This is a badass motherfucker. This is as good to me as Abigail, The Eye, all those classic albums, Fatal Portrait. But anyway, this just has a lot of memories listening to this motherfucker. Favorite tracks on this, I love Midnight, which is the intro. The intro just freaking blows my mind. And then The Puppet Master is killer. So many good ones, but this is a killer album. I don't know why I haven't shown this. I can't think of all the memories, but it does. This is another one. This is Danzig 4. I'm a huge Danzig fan, especially of the first 4 albums. I don't think I have anything after that. Kind of lost interest. When this one was released in 1994, I remember the first video I saw was on Headbangers Ball, and it was Can't Speak. And I remember watching the video. I was like, is he trying to be Sigourney Weaver in Aliens? I think Resurrection, I think it was that movie. She kind of had the same outfit, and he kind of reminded me a lot of Sigourney Weaver. But I still love the song nonetheless. And then I picked this album up, and it's one of my go-tos every once in a while. If I pick a Danzig album, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be this one. It has Brand New God. I freaking love that song. Can't Speak, Until You Call the Dark, Son of the Morning Star. What else is on here? This is on that. This is their original press. Dominion. There's one song that's kind of, what is it called? Let It Be Captured. It's kind of a slow song. I Don't Mind the Pain. Little Whip. This is, to me, is gold. I love this freaking album. Danzig 4. And what it reminds me of is I had my first factory job in 1994 or 93, but it carried on into 94. And I'd drive to work early in the morning, and this album came out. I had this in the tape player. Yeah, I bought it on tape originally, and then I got this CD later. But I listened to that tape on the way to work, on the way back home. It was about November, so it's one of those albums that just takes me back to going to work, sitting in the parking lot before I clocked in. When I went to break, I would smoke a cigarette and jam one of the tracks on this thing, whatever was playing last before I clocked in. This reminds me of those times. Love this fucking album. So, Danzig 4. Killer one. Another one is Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar. So when I first heard this album, I already was kind of familiar with Sweet Dreams. I think there was a compilation album he released before this. And then when this was released, I instantly picked it up because I love The Beautiful People. And then I remember I was like super fucking stoned one night listening to this motherfucker, and it just blew me a fucking way. I love the synth, the guitar work, the attitude, the lyrics, everything, all the emotions in this. And it's one of those albums I still listen to this day, and I just never talked about. Love this fucker album. This is the only Marilyn Manson album I have. But there's one song, I can't remember, I can't even fucking see. What is that song called? Shit. It's got some synth work in it. What? Oh shit, I have it. You know why I couldn't fucking read it? I had it upside down. Oh, goddamn. Dried Up, Tied, and Dead to the World. I fucking love that song. Creptorchid. I think that was that synth work. Is real haunting. I love that. Worm Boy was good. Anyway, what this does is remind me of 1996 when it was released. I picked this up the day it was released. And I went on a fishing trip. I remember that. And we had this blaring, and we smoked a couple of doobies. And I remember I didn't even go fucking fishing. We got to the fucking creek. I remember I cast my line in. We took a couple hits off that fucking joint and had this playing on the boombox, and I was just lost in it. Absolute gem. Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar. Killer. That's one. 1994. Nirvana in Utero. So, I was working. I worked a lot. I still work a lot. Actually, right now, I'm off because I've had a health scare and I can't return to work till I get a work release. But that's why I'm shooting so many goddamn videos. But anyway, Kurt Cobain, I remember the day that Kurt Cobain, I learned the news that Kurt Cobain killed himself. I was working at Hardee's. I had a second job. I had two jobs always. And then somebody said Kurt Cobain killed himself. I'm like, what? But besides the point, this reminds me of four friends in particular. We used to hang over under the water tower and smoke weed, drink beer. We'd buy a pack of actually we'd get somebody, we wasn't old enough. We'd get somebody to buy us a pack of Milwaukee's Best. We called it the Beast, and we'd start a bonfire right underneath the water tower. And we was listening. Somebody brought this. We was listening to this, and I freaking love this album still to this day. Heart-Shaped Box is my favorite track. It's dark as fuck. Milk It, I love that one too. It's heavy as fuck. This is a CD I picked up back then. This is the very CD. Never bought it on cassette. This is the only copy I've ever owned. I've seen an OG fucking vinyl pressing of this, but they want too much goddamn money for it, so I'm happy with this CD right here. But yeah, like I said, Milk It, Heart-Shaped Box. I can't remember all the songs. I didn't really care for Rape Me. I thought that was fucking stupid. But Senseless Apprentice was a good one. But classic to me, Nirvana in Utero. Going back to 94 again, god damn it. Right here, Soundgarden. What's this called? Super Unknown. So, there's a bass video I did. You have to scroll for it. It's called Black Hole Sun. It's a cover of my favorite song of this, in which I figured out how to play the bass line, the guitar line, and the vocal line all at the same time. Check that video out if you want to. But this one, Fell on Black Days. I love that song. It just takes me back to the grunge days. It was actually summertime when I first heard this song. And instantly wanted the CD. I've loved the stuff before that, but I didn't even know they had a new album out till that song came on the radio. I'm like, what the fuck? I need that. But Fell on Black Days come on. Then Black Hole Sun was another single, and it fucking blew my mind. But my favorite track on this is 4th of July. It is heavy as balls. This is my original copy. I had it in the car quite a bit back then, so it kind of got warped, as you can see. But this and plus, it's like it was sealed together, but still, CD plays fine, so fuck it. Killer fucking album. Spoon Man is another one. I like. It always reminded me of a Black Sabbath song. What's that one? It's on Volume 4. God damn, what's that song called? Shit, drawing a blank, but I love this album. Super Known by Soundgarden, released 1994. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna post this video. It's kind of fucking stupid. Next one up, Temple of the Dog. Released this one in 1991. I bought this because I heard a hunger strike on the radio, and I was like, what the fuck? It sounds like Chris Cornell and Eddie Vedder has done a song together, and turns out, yep, they did. I don't know too much about this. I think I heard later it was kind of a tribute to the vocalist that passed away in Mother Love Bone, which later became Pearl Jam. So there you have it. Favorite track was Hunger Strike. And I could, every time I hear that song, I could remember, I used to stay in my parents' guest house back in 91 before I graduated high school. And it was a cold morning, and I remember I had the fireplace going, and the sunlight was coming through the room. I just smoked some weed, and I popped this very CD in a CD player, and Say Hello to Heaven came on. And Chris Cornell's vocals just fucking blew me away. And then, man, it just takes me back to that day. Fucking amazing album. Amazing album. Temple of the Dog. Man, what's this called? I think it's self-titled. I don't remember. It's a fucking good album, though. So fuck it. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. I'll fucking love it. And then the last one, it's going to be a pairing too. Unfortunately, I don't have my original copies. I used to have Brutal Planet and Dragontown. And then I think I got rid of them because I got this box set right here. I don't know why the fuck I did that. But this is a box set called Wicked Young Man by Alice Cooper, and it's Brutal Planet and Dragontown box set. Don't remember where I got this. Don't really care for Dragontown, to be honest with you. It's okay, but Brutal Planet is a badass motherfucker. Pessimistic is my favorite track on that because I'm pretty pessimistic. What is that one? Pick Up the Bones. That's a dark motherfucker. This is a heavy motherfucker too. Brutal Planet's another killer track on this. Cold Machines, I love. What is that one song? It's The Little Things That Drive Me Wild. I love that fucking song. Wicked Young Man, which basically is, I guess, the title track of this compilation. And man, Eat Some More. The lyrics in this is very memorable. Alice Cooper is always very comedic, but he's a very smart man, so he knew how to put lyrics together that was both dark, funny, and made you think all at the same time. So this is a great little record. Glad I have this, at least. I wish I still had the originals. I'm not sure when this was released, but I've had it for a few years, so probably about 10 years. But it's a good one. And I don't think I've ever shown it on this channel. But anyway, I don't know if you're going to like this video. And frankly, there's going to be some people that like it, and there's going to be some people that don't. And that's just the way it is. But I'm going to listen to those fucking CDs tonight and drink some more whiskey. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all have a good one. Hope you all have a great day. And hope you think about this a little bit. Maybe I'd love to see somebody do a thread on this. Y'all have an awesome day. Later.